Hello, Potato. This is Quarantine Log 19. I know yesterday I said it was 19, but you know how some people have been saying during their shelter-in-place period they have trouble keeping track of what day it is? Well, I'm having trouble keeping track of how many of these I've done. Today is actually 19. Yesterday was actually 18, which I think I made clear through text. And I finally started today something that I kind of had been toying with the whole time I've been here, which is excavating the Voidspace closet. I haven't really gone in there in at least 10 years. So I thought I would go through and see what stuff, because there's stuff in there from before I lived in this house that I haven't, looked at probably since 2005. So I thought, maybe while we're doing this, start going through some of that stuff and find what interesting things there are in there instead of just opening action figures every day. And what I found today was a bunch of my old KB Toys work lanyards. And some promotional video game ones, stuff like that. I've put those aside. I've narrowed down just to 4 that, judging by the condition they're in, I actually used. So they're not in mint condition by any means, but some of them have some stuff that looks like it could be interesting in it. And we'll start with this one. Pretty basic. Not my oldest one. My oldest one I'm actually going to save for last. I thought this was interesting because it has some stuff in the little pocket thing. And I haven't looked at it first, so I don't know what's in here exactly. Okay, so we have a KB Toy Club card. KB Toy Club was KB's, I'm not going to say half-assed, quarter-assed attempt at doing a loyalty card. It was a punch card like everybody else had done in the 90s, and it switched over to mag stripe swipe cards by the time KB did this. Was there a year on this? Basically, the idea behind this was that every time you spent $25, because that's not a large chunk of change, you got a stamp. I mean, you wouldn't want to do 10 $10 stamps when you can do 4 $25 stamps. And once you got the card full, you could redeem it for how much off? 20% off. And I remember, I think that actually went towards video games, not systems, but games. And there was a scan code we could use for it. There was no, we didn't send these into home office or anything. You didn't need to actually fill out the back of the card. So what would frequently happen is we would just use that code on there to give somebody a discount on a damaged item, or if they were just being a pain and we wanted to get rid of them, or they were being particularly nice and we wanted to do something nice for them. Yeah, and of course we could always just, stamp up one of these. I actually have the stamper for this around here somewhere too, but I don't think it's anywhere I can get to it quickly at the moment. So we'll move on. And then we have a gift card, which is going to be one of the older gift cards in my collection. It's got a little muck on it from back then. Never been used. We were supposed to wear these just to, just to keep it in people's minds when they were talking to us that, a gift card's always an option. And then this is the part that I think is probably going to be interesting. The responsibilities of a KB associate. Drop whatever you are doing to help the customer. Engage every customer that enters the store in conversation. There was a 20-second time limit on that. I don't know if it's, I don't think it's referenced on this. But yeah, they want us to greet every customer within 20 seconds. Which was difficult because one of those I worked in had the cash register halfway back in the store. A lot of them had it close to the door, which made that easy. But you had to come halfway through the store to get to where we could, conceivably talk to you without yelling at you across the store. Take customers who are looking for a specific item to that item, put it in their hands, and offer related tie-in items. Engage every customer about becoming a member of the KB Toy Club. Yeah, it was a real membership thing. You carried a paper card with you. Turn every sale into larger multiple unit sales. UPTs were a big deal, so we would always try to tie in these nasty cowtail candies because they were 3 for $1. And if you get someone to buy 3 of those, that boosts your UPTs a lot. And then of course is units per transaction. Create a memorable shopping experience that will encourage every customer to return. Engage customers who are unsure about gift purchases, about relevant product ideas and gift cards. Be sincerely disappointed if a customer is about to leave the store empty-handed, and tell them about the KB Toy Club, because if you're not buying anything, you're naturally going to come back and spend $25 if I try to emotionally blackmail you. Smile, 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 smile. Store appearance. When there are no customers, and that was not infrequent, you can always make it easier for the next one. Pick up the toys from the floor. Organize all toys on the shelves. Pull down items and keep shelves full. Put misplaced toys and go-backs in their proper location. My customer first requirements. 1. Don't let the customer leave empty-handed. We were supposed to be very, very aggressive. And maybe that's why I hate aggressive customer service now. I prefer myself, when I'm shopping, I prefer the cashier, associate, employee, be available if I need them, and leave me alone otherwise. Say hello, ask me if I'm looking for anything to begin with, and then just, give me my space. 2. Tell customers about KB Toy Club. Sell multiple items to the customers. Oh, that's item 3. 4. Sell gift cards and explain reloading. Enter shout out values. KB Toy Club. Offer gift cards. Cash wrap. Sell multiple items. KB Toy Club. Offer gift cards. Inside. Shout out values. KB Toy Club. Offer gift cards. Sell multiple items. Exit. KB Toy Club. Offer gift cards. Invite them to return. Yeah. Can't imagine why that didn't turn into a long-lasting and working thing. To be fair, KB was bought up by one of those investment companies that likes to load their properties up with tons of debt and then set them on fire and push them out to sea. So, there's a little bit of blame there, but the fact we had just generally bad leadership is also not inconsequential. All right, next up is this orange little beauty. So, in the early 2000s, so back in the past, KB Toys used to redline things that were being discounted. Here we go. There's something I can show you that does that. Like this. Because KB sold a lot of kind of discount stuff, overruns, kind of what you'd see like at Big Lots and stuff now. So what you'd get here is a price tag would have the original price slashed out, when it may never have been sold at that price at the store, but the original price slashed out with the new value price in. And this appears to have been marked down in December of 2001, which the tag would also indicate was when it came in. Now, in the early 2000s, KB Toys got sued because that was misleading. Because there were, and I can confirm, there were things that we would get in red tagged that we'd never had at a full price. So, after getting sued for that and losing the class action lawsuit, they went over to having orange tags. I don't have anything handy to show you on that. So instead of red slashing things, you'd have an orange tag. And I think it still had like an old price kind of thing, but it was phrased differently. So it didn't imply, or it implied, but it didn't specifically state that KB had ever sold it at that price. And even the on that tag where it shows the value that it was marked down on, even that was a change, I think, during the lawsuit. But yeah, they lost the lawsuit, so they got rid of the red slashes and replaced them with orange tags for things that were, special value items. And so we had orange lanyards for a while. And this here should give you some idea of how old this lanyard is. Free Batman Begins movie ticket. So honestly, I thought that movie wasn't going to be very good because the toys came out way too early for it, and we were giving away tickets. I don't think they had a lot of faith in it either, honestly, but it turned out to be a classic. So we had we also had apparently, so I guess there was a time when they were giving us little special limited inserts to put in these things. So we have free Hot Wheels 5-pack. Ask me how. I don't know how. You probably had to buy something. Gift cards are great. Pretend to be. I want to say that was a thing for a while, and I don't remember what the point of it was exactly. Got game? Come in and play at KB Toys. This is probably from the point where they tried to focus more on video games and actually put up video game walls with display boxes, kind of like GameStop has. Yep, that didn't really work out because that meant opening the games, and then you have the same issue that I always have with GameStop, where you always end up buying the last copy. Free toys with qualifying purchases. I think that predates Toy Club, though. Maybe it's after Toy Club. Maybe this is after Toy Club, because Toy Club didn't last very long. Clearance, buy now, save big. Oh, I covered that up because I didn't work in a KB Toy outlet. But we were doing a clearance thing. But yeah, I never worked in an outlet. I worked in Toy Works, I worked in the mall stores, but I never worked in an outlet. And then I've got an M rating sticker, which is probably was a joke for something at the time, and another KB Toys gift card. I don't know if I have any of the really old ones. There were old ones that talked about how if you didn't spend the money on them, the money would start to disappear. Like other states do that still, but California you can't. And we had to get rid of all the old gift cards, like destroy them. Like I put them in the microwave and destroyed them. And then I have a whistle. And I'm guessing, I don't know what this was from. I'm guessing it was something that came in one of our weekly mail packs. Otherwise, I don't know why it would be on here if it didn't. Yeah, so there's that one. Only doing two more. I've got like a ton of lanyards over here, but most of them are video promo ones. These are the ones that are actually KB Toys ones. One of the nicest things about working at KB was when the video game reps would come in, and you'd get the cool little promotional items. I think my favorite one, and I'll probably have to show it to you sometime, is I have a Donkey Konga shot glass. Donkey Konga was that GameCube game where you control Donkey Kong by playing bongos. And I think I have Donkey Konga 2, and I've never played it, but I bought it for like $5 on clearance. Actually, back at KB. We have to show you the shot glass sometime, maybe. Basically, it's a shot glass, but it has the Donkey Konga logo on it in pewter, which it's nice. It's a nice thing. All right, so next. And yeah, I'm blowing the whole let's keep things short thing out of the water again here, aren't I? But, this is something I would never do for a normal weekly video. So we'll do it for this. So there was a period where KB decided to try to do movies. We had like a 4-foot section of video boxes. Kind of similar when we did the video games thing. Where we had like 12 feet dedicated to that. We had like 4-foot section dedicated just to VHS. Still early days for DVD. I don't think we had a lot of DVD. I think it was really mostly VHS still for us. And these are from during that period. You can probably look it up and figure out exactly when these are. But yeah, they're when Monsters, Inc. first came out on home, and when they brought Beauty and the Beast out of the box. Out of the vault. It's a special edition. It's special because there are no other editions of it. I never understood putting special edition on things that didn't have a non-special edition. Yep, so for a brief period, we did movies. I remember the weirdest thing putting together was we had, I think it was a Wild Thornberrys, the movie stand-up display I had to put together. Maybe it was Rugrats. It was one of those kind. But would have gotten a little pocket on this one. Another gift card. My customer first requirements. Yep. And Toy Club. Yep, nothing new on that one. So it must have still been around that same... Yeah, it would have been around that same period. Yep, we went back to... I don't know, this may have actually come before the orange tag thing. In fact, I'm sure it did. Because the store I was working at when we were doing a lot of video closed during the bankruptcy, and the orange tag thing really kicked into full swing after the bankruptcy, after the first bankruptcy. When I gotten laid off and then went to work at a different location. Yeah, good times. All right. Last one. This one shouldn't take very long. And it's the ugliest of them, because I think this is the one I wore the most. It's an old red and yellow lanyard. Like I said, I'm thinking I wore this one the most. Keys went there. And for a brief period when I worked at one of our stores, we actually did... Well, I never did them, because we had stopped doing them before I started working there. But we did Yu-Gi-Oh! League. But before that, they had done Pokemon League, and they had a whole bunch of these Pokemon badges in back. And honestly, I think I have I think there was more than this. I just think it went up too high to wear comfortably with more pins. I just picked my favorite gym badges to put on it. Fire, rock, water, and I don't know what that one is. I still play Pokemon Go, but I haven't played like an actual proper Pokemon game since like Ruby? Whichever the first ones that came out on the DS. That's the last normal Pokemon game I played. I did play Let's Go Pikachu. I have that for the Switch. But I still don't know what that is. And I'm gonna guess this must have gone on here sometime shortly after 9/11 when everybody had to put on a flag pin somewhere. So I don't know if I wore this towards the end or not, but I know I definitely wore this one for a long time. One of these might have been my later one. The orange one probably isn't the last one. It could be the last one. I have to look when Batman Begins came out and compare it to when I had quit. Now let me look at that, because that might give me a hint. Hey Siri, when did Batman Begins come out?
Batman Begins was released June 14th, 2005.
So Batman came out in 2005. So it would have been about a year before I had quit. So no, this wouldn't have been my last one then. So I don't know which one my last one was, or maybe it was none of these. Maybe it was one of the video game ones. I don't know. But yep, here's a little trip down memory lane for us today. For those of you who remember KB Toys and hopefully remember it fondly, these are lanyards from there. And I also found one of my old badges. So I've put that on him. He is the manager now. I have this down so low you can't see him. There we go. Yep, KB Toys was an interesting experience. Good people, bad management. Not store management. Store management was fine. Bad upper management. And it has gone the way of, well, I mean, Toys R Us followed it, right? But that'll do it for today. That is today's quarantine log. Tomorrow, I intend to still dig something else out of the closet. That'll be interesting to look at. Interesting to me, at least. Something I would never do on a Sunday, but I will bore you with on a weekday. Or a non-weekday. Saturday's not a weekday. So, until then, please remember to wash your hands thoroughly, cough in your elbow, practice your safe social distancing, and stay healthy. And I will see you in the next video.